This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the two guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Hey, look at the defensive starters now for the Raiders. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
This is it. Check.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. This is taken at about the 14. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Set up. 90 Wolf. I got it. 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Whitfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Ready? To throw on 2nd down. Freeman. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They run the counter. Whitfield. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on. Show it. Show it.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. That is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Let's go.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they try the right side here. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw. Freeman. And that will be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, it's Watson. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Watson. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's Watson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, yeah.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So that one a long 11-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On the ready.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
On 1st down, Freeman. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Freeman. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot before break. Freeman. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he is inching closer to that 100-yard mark.
And that's the goal. That's the benchmark that every runner in the NFL is trying to get to. And he's locked in on it pretty well right now. And I would suspect that his linemen are locked in pretty well, too. They know that if a guy gets over 100 yards, they've done a great job, too.
You think every starter sort of has the number 100 in his mind before a game?
I guarantee that they do. That's what they think about. That's what they dream about. That's what they visualize during practice all week. 100 yards, because once you get there, it's almost like you hit that number, boom, you might even get to 2.
Let's bring it.
Now a handoff looking right. Space to maneuver at the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Here we go.
After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Let's go. 60 yards. Ready.
On first down, Whitfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now this throw caught left side. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. On 1st and 10, Freeman. Complete to Kelly. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like the little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
This is McCaffrey. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Set, 19, 54. Crunch time, defense. Let him go.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And Freeman lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Now Watson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Let's go, baby.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Watson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, they were successful in one sense. They completed the pass, but still leads them to a tough 4th down situation, doesn't it?
It does, and the deficit more than 3 here in a one-score game. So the field goal, not their ideal situation. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a give, right side. Whitfield looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Ready? 30 base.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 4. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Set. 18 Gators.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go. Do it.
Watson and the Texans now down by 10. A little over a minute and a half remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Watson. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Watson. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Watson now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 seconds now, 5 seconds. One last throw here for Watson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good.